Yo guys, what is up? It's Blue Jay here, and today we're back with another video. So today we're back with another video of how to factions, especially on SaicoPvP. So I'm sorry guys, I haven't been recording in like a week. Uh, I should be back to normal because I said in my last video I had standardized testings, and now that that's over, I could probably more focus on recording on YouTube and stuff. So like I said in my last video, which was not the two previous videos, but like the last how-to video. I mentioned I was gonna make a video on base work and stuff like that. So yeah. So SaicoPvP is of course faction server. Build bases, build walls, whatnot. But I'm gonna be breaking it down for you guys for anybody that's like new to Saico or whatnot, or just new to factions in general. So yeah. So I kind of me and my friends set up this kind of like outline where his name is Souls. He also has a YouTube channel. I'll put it in the description below. Go check him out. He makes some really cool packs, and he has one releasing for my faction Vibes soon, which is gonna be really cool. Yeah, also faction or the Vibes faction Discord is gonna be in the description as well. So with that out of the way, let's begin. So to start off, this is kind of like we kind of did this in like 15 minutes, just like show like a little kind of like an example of what a base would look like. So and then maybe when I'm done with this, I'll show you guys my base on zombie, just kind of show what we did in like mid-map or whatever. So yeah, so this is what we call a corner base. A corner base is the best you can get in a faction's map. So if you get a corner base, that means you only have to build two sides of walls. In an actual factions server, they don't have bedrock walls. This is just on one shot, which is like a canning server or not. But yeah. Anyway, so this is what they call a corner base, and the reason why I like people like corner base is because it's easier to do base work because you only have to do two sides, like I said. But then we have another example where it's like war border base, where it's three sides. So it's like this way, this way, this way, or if it's on that side or whatnot. But you guys can get the point. If it's corner base, it's two sides you have to build, and warboard base you have to do three. So yeah, this is also what we call like a 2x2. If you guys ever kind of look at like Rubik's cubes, where like 2x2, 3x3. So there's like 9 sides of a Rubik's cube for a 3x3 or whatever. So this is a 2x2, and it's a 16x16 chunk, which is, can't do the math, but anyways, so it's 2x2 chunks, which is how many blocks wide and whatnot. So I kind of have it outlined in obsidian just because. So usually most bases are out of cobblestone, then on the inside they have like boxes outlined in obsidian. I'll show you guys later on, but anywho, so yeah, so say this is my base and I want to prevent from people king. Actually, let me do something real quick just to show you guys an example. So let's say that my whole base is, let's go down here, right here, set replace obsidian cobble. Okay, let's go back up. So say my whole base is cobblestone and I want to prevent people from kegging my base. So there is actually a trick where people can keg corners of your base. So if we come right here, this is an Optifine mod, right, which allows me to zoom. So if you guys can see, there's like 1 pixel of a block there. That means that there's an air pocket there. And what basically, kind of going back a little bit, but water prevents any explosions with TNT. And if there's anything that's like solid, like just cobblestone, it could be blown up. So that 1 pixel of like a block can blow this whole side up. So to prevent that, it's just a simple water the corner like that, and it's not there no more. So, and yeah, it's just kind of like a quick fix. Kind of want to show you guys that bit. I don't think it really matters over here if it's a corner base, but I would do it to your at least every single corner. So I'm actually gonna do it right there and right there. So yeah, it's bedrock. It's not supposed to be bedrock, just saying, guys. But yeah. So now I'm gonna move. Oh wait, one more thing real quick. So more base defense. I'm going to get into that, but to start off, I'm going to show you guys what reb layers are. So reb layers is to prevent people from reversing up into your base. So they kind of look like this. So there's rumors that there's a TV glitch with it if it's just straight cobblestone, but I kind of like to do obsidian, cobblestone, just to save a little bit of money. But yeah, it basically just prevents reverse cannons to get into the base, because if this base was just down the bedrock, they would just have to go through the walls and then you'll be in. But if it's just revelators, they have to go through the walls and then have to reverse up into these reverse layers, which would take more time. So yeah, let's go back up real quick. So on Psycho, they have their own kind of gen buckets instead of like other servers. So how their gen bucket works is, say this is what I think I mentioned it in the last episode, but it's called an infusion bucket. And if I want to gen a wall, I'd place a bucket here, and I'll show you guys later on example where, but it would create a water source and then 2 walls on each side. So kind of just showing you guys. I'll show you guys later on what the buckets actually do and stuff. So you have to be careful also when you're setting up. Next thing, trays. So trays are kind of just, you can make them out of like netherrack or dirt, but they're kind of just there to like help you gen, either if it's Psycho where you're genning right there, or yeah, and then underneath. So also it creates an easier way to water your walls, which is really useful. So yeah, so you place a fusion bucket on a tray and a gen a wall by 2 sides, but be careful. So say we want to gen a wall, like a wall right here. It would gen all 4 sides, so you have to be careful of that. If you do it right here, it's going to do this side, and this side. So be careful of that. So yeah, so all you have to do to like make a wall, where pretend this wall isn't here, but you just spam fusion buckets, and yeah. So when these are all watered now, these walls aren't actually watered. So also don't forget to do this. So say that you have like set of 2 walls right here, make sure you put trays in between here so you can water this in between these walls. And to water the 2 walls, or 1 wall or whatever, just break the netherrack and then it'll start watering. So let me fix it real quick. So next we're moving on to sand walls. Sand walls are basically I like them because if people shoot at your walls and hit the sand will fall and it'll indicate if your base is being raided. So say someone shoots a shot right here, the sand would fall and it'd be like this hole right here, being like, oh no, something happened, someone probably kicked your base or cannoned at your base. So another reason for sand walls is if it's, let me do this, oh nope, that, and fall down all the way down here, set sand. So say someone takes a shot and it's like right here, so if I destroy all this, it would start replacing itself. So that's really useful when it comes to like cans that are not one shot, because they have to keep shooting and shooting all over again. So yeah, so see, also this is how it works. So when someone shoots all the way down there, the sand starts falling, and should any second now. And there we go. So yeah, wee woo. So yeah, those are 2 examples of walls people use on Psycho. Another one that's people use in Psycho, but I mean it's starting to get more extinct now, but they're called filters, and they're the prevent against fusion cannons. Basically it just prevents fusion cannons from easily just going through the walls where they have to break through the filters. So alright guys, so I just was editing the video, I just realized I forgot some major parts in the video. Well, not just one, but so watering filters, all it is just a simple like this, and then just follow the lines. And it's kind of self-explanatory. I just want to make sure people knew if people didn't know or whatnot. So really easy. So yeah, back on with the video. I'm actually gonna go in Psycho in a second, and I'll show you guys my current base on Psycho, or since it's Havoc, I mean it doesn't really matter anymore. But yeah, I'll show you guys my base and how the gen wall is on Psycho, like when I'm actually genning it and stuff like that. So I'll be back in a second, guys. Okay, so I'm now in Psycho, so of course I made my last video, not the how-to videos, but like my last actual video, mentioned that zombies resetting, so it wasn't this week, so it has to be either next week or I'm quite sure not when. So, like I said in the video, or previously, to make it like obsidian shell, between your cobblestone base wire, so you guys can see this cobblestone here and right here, if I have any, yeah, I have cobblestone, so those are the walls right here, and this is like the cobblestone shell or base wire, and I made a obsidian box in between it so people can't keg. Yeah, so let's go to my top of my base, and I'll show you guys how to exactly the infusion buckets work. So, oh boy, okay. So as you guys can see, we just kind of did a little bit of walls, just wasn't really main priority to protect the space because it was kind of like a ship base anyway. So as you guys can see, there's at least like it has to be 50 to 60 walls here. So right here we're like freshly gen walls, and we were still need to break the netherrack and stuff like that. And if we come over, try not to fall in the water. So if we come over here, you see we broke the very top of the cobblestone reason for it is so the water can spread like that, and it would just I don't know, just keep it more spread out, the water and stuff like that. So yeah, I'll show you guys how to gen a wall real quick. So you have to watch out when genning walls too, because sometimes you'll mess up and it's really frustrating when you find out that you have to like mine down a whole wall, because I've had to done it before and it sucks, guys, trust me. So try not to fall and die and bury myself on video. So you guys can see I'm right clicking and it's genning a wall and it falls all the way down. So when you have your trays, always have a 3 space air. So as you guys can see, when I generate there's it's not touching this other wall, and you can water in between it. So that's just keeps it useful, and it makes them waste more TNT also. So that's kind of how the gen buckets or fusion buckets work. So I'm actually going to go to the shop as well. I'll show you guys what you can buy, and I'll kind of explain some more stuff. So we go to the shop. Okay, so base merchant is right here. This is where most people will be during grace period, where just get supplies for building. So everything's here, from like pickaxes and stuff like that. So first one here is infusion buckets, was I was showing you before. Mutation bucket, it makes, I think it makes like obsidian wall, I believe. I've never really used mutation buckets just because it was so expensive. As you guys can see, price per each. Infinity bucket, this is just basically an infused bucket, but instead of buying like 1,000 or million dubs of fusion buckets, you could just get one. It's like cost is 25 per, which is the same thing. So scorch essence, basically if you're in the overworld and you want to like clear out some grass or flowers or and leaves as well. Oh, this is, wait, no, my bad. So this one destroys like trees and stuff like that, and this one destroys like grass and stuff like that. So yeah, if you want to clear like an area without like have to mine all the tree or chop down all the trees yourself, then you could just use this one. And then same thing for this one is for like grass and stuff. Then we have trenching TNT, which is basically you place in its instant and igniting TNT, and it trenches like the area. As you guys can see, it also increases like a blast radius like other like regular TNT and stuff like that, and it doesn't interact with other TNT. So super sponge soaks up all water / lava and stuff like that from a chunk and stuff like, yeah. So it can only be placed once also. That's actually new. I've never seen that yet. But then we have an hill core, whatever. But I kind of say it as like a chunk buster. Yeah, so basically it would remove all blocks within like a chunk I explained, which is like a 16 by 16 area, and it only removes blocks from the Y level it is placed on or below, and it can only place once, of course. And I think that has to be it. Also, quick look, mob hopper, yeah. So that is actually the end of the video. I can't talk. Anywho, so yeah, again, sorry about not recording. I kind of thought that Psycho would release this week, and it didn't. So they're still unsure when it's gonna release, so that's kind of bummer. So yeah, if we could get this video 5 to 10 likes, that'd be really appreciated. It'll keep me motivated to make more videos. So like I said at the beginning, expect the vibes, text pack and stuff soon release. And yeah, anything I mention in this video will have links in the description below, such as like the Discord and whatnot. So, and also check out Sol's channel for the text pack that he's making. Also, this is his text pack he made also, so it's actually really cool. So you got the pickaxe, the bow, the axe. I don't have a sword. I think I want an chest. Oh yeah. Here's a sword. It looks really cool. I really like it. So yeah, check Soul's out. His channel is going to be in the description below. And with that, see you guys in the next video. Peace.